I know that I am being watched. The sensation prickles my scalp, makes the hair on my arms and the back of my neck stand on end. I'm so accustomed to this feeling that it takes me a moment to realize it's different from the usual classroom unease. It's the way I feel when the professor calls on me and I don't know the answer. The way I feel when I get on the subway and there's nowhere to sit. It's a crawling, panicky feeling, like I'm about to be exposed. This time, the source of the sensation is clear. I turn in my seat and look behind me. The rows of desks are almost empty, only a few students scattered among the seats. Two of them have their heads bent over their laptops. The others stare straight ahead at the front of the classroom, as if they're waiting for something. I've never felt anything like this in this classroom before. In my first year, there was one building where I constantly felt eyes on me. Every time I looked around, I noticed other students watching me, whispering. My cheeks burned with embarrassment. I skipped all my classes and eventually dropped out of school. This classroom is different. It's not just me who feels it. Everyone here feels it. All of us can sense the wrongness of this place. The floor and walls are warped. The corners are filled with shadows that never move or change. The desks are arranged too tightly, and no matter how much we pull them apart, the aisles stay narrow and cramped. This classroom doesn't belong here, but it's not haunted. It's the entity, the building itself. It watches us. The sensation suddenly sharpens, escalating into panic. I glance towards the front of the room and realize the professor has started talking. She's standing at the front, in a plain black shirt and dark jeans. She's an older woman with short gray hair and the beginnings of crow's feet around her eyes. The light above her casts shadows on her face, obscuring her expression. "Does anyone understand what I'm talking about?" she asks the class, her voice sharp. The silence presses down on me, squeezing my lungs, forcing me to hold my breath. My mind frantically scrambles to catch up, to make sense of what she just said. I feel as if I've been pushed out of the classroom and am looking through a window at a scene I'm not meant to understand. No one raises their hand. I look around at the other students, hoping for a clue. The two at their laptops haven't even looked up. Everyone else is staring at the front of the classroom, faces blank and waiting. My heart is hammering so hard I think it might burst. I feel the same way I did when I looked up from my desk in that first classroom and realized everyone was watching me. The professor is waiting for an answer. I need to give her one, but I can't remember a single word that has passed her lips since class began. The door behind me creaks open quietly. I turn around and see the girl from my dorm room standing in the doorway. She's small and pale, with dark brown hair that falls to her waist. She's wearing an oversized gray sweatshirt over ripped black leggings. Her eyes, like everyone else's, are fixed on the front of the classroom. I turn back and realize the professor has disappeared. She's just gone. The podium where she stood a moment ago is empty. My head is spinning. I don't understand what's happening. "Where did she go?" I ask the girl in the doorway. She glances at me briefly before returning her gaze to the front of the room. "You should probably leave," she says, her voice low and urgent. "Why?" "Just trust me." The room shifts again. The walls seem to be closing in. The door behind me seems very far away. The girl in the doorway looks scared but determined. Her hands are clenched at her sides. I should be scared too. But I'm not. I feel nothing at all. I look around at the other students. They still have their heads bent over their laptops or are staring straight ahead. They don't seem to notice anything strange about our professor's disappearance or the fact that there's another student standing in the doorway. It's as if they're frozen in place, waiting for something to happen. "You have to leave now," the girl says, raising her voice a little. Something moves in the shadows behind her, a tall, dark shape that I can't quite make out. A shiver runs down my spine as I realize the thing in the shadows isn't human. It's much larger, and it's moving closer to us. Now, the girl urges. I grab my bag and run towards her. She steps aside so I can pass through the doorway, then pulls the door shut behind us. We stand in the hallway outside the classroom, panting slightly from the exertion. The other students inside don't move. What happened to the professor? I ask her. She shakes her head. There's no professor. I blink. But I saw her. You saw something, she says, her voice flat. That's what the room does. It gives you just enough to believe it's real. But it's not. I look back at the door. It's just an old wooden frame with a frosted window now. No, room 313 on a plaque. No number at all. How do you know about it? I ask. I went in last year, she says. Her voice trembles. I was gone for 6 minutes, but when I came out, it had been 3 days. My mouth goes dry. It took something from me, she adds. I don't sleep anymore. I can't dream. When I close my eyes, I just hear that room calling me back. I want to tell her that sounds insane. I want to pretend none of this is happening. But my body knows better. I feel it in the tremble of my hands, the stutter in my breath, the cold sweat down my spine. I feel it watching us through the door. It doesn't let go once you've been inside, she whispers. You have to keep moving. If you stay too long in one place, it finds you again. A sound interrupts her, a low, rhythmic tapping. We both freeze. Tap, tap, tap. It's coming from inside the classroom, but it's not a knock. It's like fingernails on glass. Slow, deliberate. Come on, she says, grabbing my wrist. We have to go. We rush down the hallway. The lights flicker above us, one by one. The further we get, the more the school around us starts to look wrong. The lockers bend inward like they've melted. The posters on the walls are blank. One of the hallway clocks is ticking backward. I stop. What happens if it catches us? She doesn't answer right away. Her grip on my wrist tightens. It remembers what scares you, she says quietly. Then it becomes it. We run. We descend stairwells that lead to other stairwells. We pass the same vending machine 4 times, each time a little more decayed, like it's rotting. My phone has no signal. No clock shows the same time twice. I don't know how long we run or if we're even in the school anymore. Eventually, we reach a door marked Exit. Rusted, dented, barely holding on its hinges. Is it real? I ask her. She shrugs. Only one way to find out. She pushes it open. Blinding white light pours through. We step into it. I wake up in my bed. My dorm room is still, quiet, safe, or it looks that way. My alarm clock reads 3:13 a.m. The walls seem a little closer. My desk chair is turned slightly toward me, like someone had just been sitting there. And on the inside of my door, scrawled in white chalk, are 2 words. Welcome back.